So we're here at 42nd Street, and if you're into stealth camping and urban challenges and cowboy camping, this is the channel for you. We're gonna cowboy camp and stealth camp all over the borough of Manhattan for the next 7 days consistently. If that's something you think you're into, I sure would appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe. Stay tuned, because we're gonna get into it. And there's nothing else like this on YouTube. There's some things that's somewhat similar, but nothing like this. It's something different. And I hope you guys enjoy the ride. And without further ado, let's go ahead on and get into it. But I'm testing this new backpack out, and I'll keep you guys posted as we get deeper and deeper into the challenge. See if it's going to make the cut or not. So far, so good. I'm impressed, and we'll go from there. I'm fixing to go over here and get on the subway, the 4, 5, or 6, go downtown, get off at Union Square Park, and make my way towards the Lower East Side. So without further ado, let's go ahead on and get into it. Yeah. Well, yes, I am convinced if I continue to walk this way, I will eventually come into more fields, more greenery, more trees, not as much walking paths. Down here at this part of the park, I never come across this footpath. I knew it was here for years, but I never used it. And, you know, it's very nice down here, but it's just far away from my usual stomping grounds, I guess you'd say. I was hoping for somewhere to stealth camp, but I got a plan A in mind. I just got to walk on the other side of that big old bridge over there. So I guess we just better get to it. Well, it appears as if I found a pretty good cowboy stealth campsite here in the city on Manhattan's Lower East Side. Real deep east, down in the deep east part of the East River Park. It's they're doing a lot of construction and stuff up there too, on the other side of the bridge. But anyway, it's beautiful down here, super chilled, beautiful view. I'm gonna let you check it out. We'll get to the cowboy camp here in a minute. I just want you to see what I'm seeing, man. I think it's super cool. So I'm cowboy camping right here in the East River Park, New York City. Is this cool or what, man? I just wanted to do this, and I definitely wanted you guys to be able to see it also. So if that ain't cool, I don't know what is. This is my view for maybe the next 4 to 6 hours. I don't know, I've never camped here before in this park. I've camped way up on the north side of the Williamsburg Bridge. But we'll see how it plays, whatever. We're gonna give it a try. Yeah. This is how you cowboy camp NYC, man. Yeah, I've been walking a lot today. I knew that this park existed, and I knew basically where to enter it in, way downtown on the Lower East Side, by Allen Street, where, anyway, it's very far downtown. And I entered it, and it turned out to be a lot more walking paths and stuff like that. I found this little spot over here. Where I had intended to camp, and I probably will camp tomorrow, is on the north side of the Williamsburg Bridge. There's much bigger fields over there, places you can get and be a little bit more in the cut, not really have to worry about getting bothered too much, as long as you're not being a nuisance. Should be cool, you know. So that'll be for tomorrow, but right now it's super cool. I mean, yeah, I'm like right almost in the heart of the city, but you know, we found a little spot, and I was really, you know, I'm really happy that I can share it with you guys, man. Check this view out. SHU Outdoors up. All right, when we say we're going to do a hardcore urban stealth camping here at SHU, we follow it up with hardcore urban stealth camping and storytelling, prison storytelling, Lower East Side of New York City storytelling from back in the day, and all kind of other cool twists and spins on commentary. So if that sounds like something you'd be into, hey, I sure would appreciate a like and subscribe. I probably said that already in the video, but what the heck, I'll say it again. And couldn't hurt, right? And I'm gonna keep bringing this kind of content. I'm gonna definitely do. I don't know if I'm gonna count this as day one, because I got here probably about 10:30. I mean, it was before noon. I'll just see how I feel at the end of the 7 days. But yeah, I think it's gonna be super cool, because we're gonna camp in all kind of places. Most people will be like, no way, we're just gonna set up a little micro mini outlaw stealth camp and just kick back and camp, and whatever happens. I think we'll be okay here, man, and I hope this show like fills a little niche like in your watching desires. What you're looking at there, the blue spur, that's the Freedom Tower. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Way on downtown in Manhattan. That'd be downtown Brooklyn, Manhattan, and over there Brooklyn. Yep. Out here is the FDR highway. So it's pretty cool little stealth camp for sure. One thing cool about cowboy camping here in NYC, right? There's all kind of little nooks and crannies you can get into. As long as you're not causing a problem, making a nuisance of yourself, nobody is even going to really pay you any mind, man. So it's really cool in that regard. And I know a lot of guys, you hear all kind of things on other channels. This is what's really going on, and we're going to get into it over the next 7 days. And glad you're here to check it out with us, man. We're going. So last night's cowboy camp was uneventful, other than the fact that I thought it was going to rain a couple of times last night, and it passed. It didn't rain, so I'm thankful for that. I did pack up last night because I thought it was going to rain, and I was going to definitely seek some kind of shelter, but it wasn't necessary. But other than that, totally uneventful. And I said this on one of my other videos, but I'll drive home the point now. If I was going to be in a jam where I was really going to be homeless or something like that, I would go to the biggest city that I could find in my area, whether if it was Chicago or LA or San Francisco or Dallas or Miami. It just so happens I'm doing this in New York City. But for the most part, unless you're doing something lewd and crude, if you're camping out in New York City or you got a little bedroll out in a public park, no one is going to bother you. I think it's also important to you got two types of parks in New York City. You got something that is considered a neighborhood park, something like Washington Square Park or Tompkins Square Park, or numerous other small parks scattered around the city. And usually what I'm talking about when I say a small park, something that is a block or 3 blocks. A lot of people in New York City, they don't have a front yard or a backyard. They got public parks. A lot of people live in high-rise buildings, and they may have a small courtyard, but a lot of them don't even have courtyards. So the public park in New York City is people's front yard and their backyard. You also have a different type of park in New York City, something that would be like Central Park, which encompasses 25, 30, 40 square acres, and people really ain't paying anybody any attention. They just assume you're just a guy out enjoying the sun or whatever you're doing, and nobody's really paying you any attention, again, unless you're doing something to get unwanted attention, and then you probably will. But other than that, no one's really paying you any attention. And just for resource purposes alone, I definitely would be in the biggest city I could find, just because there's more resources available, more opportunities, hopefully to get yourself out of a bad situation. But if you're in a small town or a small city, the resources that's going to be available to you is going to be much more limited. And you get a lot of these people who come on social media, especially YouTube, and they talk about how out of control New York City is, and I'm scared to go into Manhattan, etc., etc. And one of the purposes of this stealth camp adventure, which will be a week long or maybe a little longer, maybe 8 or 9 days. We'll see how it plays. But one was not only to have the adventure and document it and share it with you, but also just to dispel a lot of these myths like, oh, if you go into New York City, you're going to be attacked and it's crazy and everything is crazy. It's just not true. Now, is there crime in New York City? Yeah, there's millions of people that live here. But is crime out of control, and are ladies being attacked in parks? Absolutely not. It is not the norm. I mean, it is so out of the norm, I couldn't really New York City is one of them type of places where everybody kind of minds their business and don't really want to get involved. But make no mistake, if you're doing something where you're hurting people, or you're being really lewd and crude, or etc., there's a really good chance somebody's going to get involved and you're going to get some unwanted attention. On the flip side of the coin, as long as you're not bothering nobody and you're just doing you, really most people couldn't care less. And so we got 6 more days of this adventure, and we're going to be cowboy camping every night of that. I will not sleep 1 second indoors. That's part of the adventure. And I hope you guys enjoyed this first video. We definitely got 6 more to come in this series. Just waking up. Ain't nothing like a little bit of caffeine and to get you up and running, and that's what we're doing. I'll be packing up here in a minute, and I'm going to go explore around the city. I'm going to take you with me so you can see things for yourself, not just what someone told you. For sure, man. And I really want to think that's what this channel's about, is passing along good, solid information for people who are just interested, or people who may need to know or just want to know. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my coffee and keep you brothers posted. The East River, New York City, as you can see for yourself, it's pretty choppy. It's an aggressive river. Flows in from the Atlantic, meets the like Harlem River, East River coming out down here. Creates a lot of choppy currents, as you can see. Downtown Brooklyn. I'm sitting on a pier, downtown Manhattan, looking at the downtown Brooklyn skyline. Is that cool or what?